My son's been using it because they've been wanting to grow their hair out because they want me to put them some starter dreads on in there. Yeah, that's a whole nother story. I don't know if I want to start that journey or not. I'll probably go ahead and do it just because they asked me to, so we'll see how that goes, because y'all know that stage of growing it and how they look while you know, in the stage of possibly growing it out. They just look like don't nobody love them. They look like a hot mess. I mean, naps everywhere. But y'all know what I find out? And I'm telling y'all, the Lord brought this to me one day because I was like, you know, you see all these videos on YouTube about how to start dreads and stuff like that. And then I was like, I was thinking, I was sitting there, I was in the shower actually, talking to the Lord. I was talking to the Lord wherever I'm at. So anyway, so sitting there, talking to the Lord. And then, you know, he brought it to my attention, you know, he was like, you know, they dread up your hair, you know, y'all's hair dread up by itself. And I'm thinking, I was like, what? And it's like, yeah, it dreads up by itself. You know, the thing that y'all call naps, which I don't like, which y'all think is very unruly looking, that's y'all's hair naturally dreading up. I was like, wait, what? And you know, if anybody out there, you know, that's a follower of God, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I mean when I say he talks to you, he tells you things, he put things, different things in your spirit to let you know different things. He teaches you things. The Holy Ghost teaches you things through God's knowledge, you know? And so he was putting this in my spirit, and I'm sitting there like, wait a minute, back up. What now? He's like, yeah, that unruly, what y'all call naps in y'all's hair, that ain't naps. That's y'all's hair naturally locking up the way that I, you know, the way that I made y'all's hair to naturally do. And I'm like, okay, so all these people doing these different kind of things to try to start dreads and stuff like that. And here it is, the very thing that we despise about our hair, which is the naps, is actually our hair dreading up on its own. Because if you think about it, you look at them and you're like, you know, they start to go into this little old bitty curve and start to spin into, you know, what we call a naps. But it's not even really naps, y'all. It's our hair naturally locking like it's was made to do. So I just thought that was pretty cool. I just thought I'd throw that in there and share that with y'all real quick. You know, I get knowledge, I share knowledge. But that's pretty cool though, you know. And I think it's pretty awesome how God can bring things, you know, different things to your spirit. You know, knowledge-based things, just things that you didn't know, you know, hidden things, you know, because I never knew that. I don't know if anybody else knows that. Naps is actually our hair naturally dreading up on its own. But we look at it as unruly. Oh, that's nappy. Comb your hair out. Or you need a haircut because your hair is just nappy. No, baby. Your hair is just naturally dreading up. And if you let it go, it will dread up. Because you think about it, back in the biblical days, like Samson. They didn't have combs and stuff back then, you know? So it's like, they wasn't doing all that to get their dreads. They left their mess alone and just let it naturally dread up the way that it's supposed to. They knew they naps wasn't actually literally what we think is naps. Their naps was their hair dreading naturally on its own. So basically, people, if you want dreads, just leave your hair alone. When you start seeing those snaps, don't be like, oh my God, I like girls, I look disgusting. That is your hair naturally dreading on its own, the way God wanted it to be. So there's a little knowledge for y'all today.